So, yet again, cannot figure out an intro for this video whatsoever. Oh well. What's going on YouTube? It is your boy Dante here, back in the Digimon laboratory with yet another market watch. Man, we got tabs all over the place. Let's go ahead and get right into the video. Starting with Alphamon. So Alphamon is seeing a little bit of a decrease here. Now, a lot of people are like, well, it was 40. Yeah, it was 40. But guess what? Alphamon has been struggling a little bit with the current meta. You do have, Yellow Hybrid. You do have Imperialmon. You do have Armor Rush. You do have all those variants. And on top of that, I've seen a couple blue hybrid decks continue to make resurgence. I've seen a couple people actually trying to play Creepymon. Seeing a couple people actually try to play Littlefloop. It seems like Alphamon really gets hurt pretty badly by a lot of meta. It's just very, very fast. If you don't get the right stack and higher roll with Alphamon, just like Jessamon, you typically fall behind. Now, Jessamon did have one thing go for it, and that was because it had the system mons to give it blocker, the system mons to be able to, gain a memory, all that kind of stuff. Can you play it with Alphamon? Yes, because he's a Royal Knight. But the synergy between, Jessamon and the system mons and Alphamon and the system mons just do not flow whatsoever. So Alphamon seeing a little bit of a hit. Is going down. It's about a $35 card now. We'll see come BT9. Beelzemon alternate art is actually, I believe it is, yes. It is a little lower. It was towards this $80 price point here. You see a couple of people here, just like, let's just get rid of it. So this Beelzemon is one of the Beelzemons that a lot of people want to tech in. With the new Beelzemon, yet so too. Just because you can bring back that Impmon and be able to trash more cards from your deck, and then, the Digivolve on top of it, or Warp Digivolve on top of it, popping low, full lower. Very, very good card. Very good card. Next card we're looking at Analog Boy or Analog Youth, whichever one you want to call it. Alternate art sitting at $68 to $70 here. I think Cool Boy is going to really power creep this super hard. Cool Boy is pretty dang good. But I think this alternate art I think it'll fall down to like a $55 price point. I don't think it shouldn't be that much more expensive than the Machine Dramon alternate art, and Machine Dramon is consistently getting support down the line. So we'll have to see about this card in particular. I haven't seen too many people play it unless you're... I haven't really seen anybody play it. Let me be honest with you. I'm just be honest with you. Not at all. Omnimon Zord Defeat regular art is sitting at $62 for near mint. I see a couple of 63s here. This is going to be pretty much how it is going forward. You got Alphamon going to be a thing. Dexmon, Dex Duragoromon is going to be a thing. You have, any kind of lift deck, any kind of purple deck. Mastermon plays this. Security Control Bealstarmon plays this. So this card is just, look, if you didn't get these when they were 40s, you might have to bite the bullet if it goes down to about 53. It might go back down to like 52, 53, but paying 50s for these is not a bad choice whatsoever. So Lucemon alternate art is going up. It's a $57 card now. Regular art Lucemons are sitting at about $44, $45. And it's just because of Mastermind. Mastermind is extremely good of a card. Being able to take your Lucamine out the trash, put it on top of your security, be able to look through the security, nothing here. Okay, I'll just play Lucamine. Play Lucamine, get rid of Bit Digimon, Omega Lore, or go ahead and get rid of a Tamer. What's not good about it? And then on top of that, it triggers Mastermind. Ooh, excuse me. It triggers Mastermind because it was played by an effect and not hard played. So it's too good of a card. I do play one of my Lucamon deck, but I'm not Lucamon deck, but my Mastermind deck. I'm actually testing a deck right now. It's called Baseless Mastermind. I might just do a deck profile on it just to give y'all a heads up on what I'm thinking about. But yeah, pretty good if you ask me. So far, so good with the deck building. Magna Agamon, regular art, 47, 48. People still love the Magna Agamon. Just to be able to have that ability to go into Jorgens. I told you my 2 cents about it. I prefer the Angel Woman. It's the same attack power, or same DP. It's one less and play cost. Honestly, I feel like the inheritable for the Angel Woman is a lot better. Giving something -2 security attack versus recovering 1. Yes, you can say you can hit an option card and an option card can decimate them. I said the same thing about giving something -2 security attack, especially against the Alphamon deck, especially against a Lucamon deck, especially against Armor Rush deck that really want to rush you down. I think that, in my opinion, just my opinion, it's better. And I believe overall has more support than the Magna Agamon. But also got to remember that this is BT1, super rare. BT1 super duper hard to find. It's like you're trying to pull teeth outside of a dentist's office. It's just rough, man. It really is. Next card, we have Rapidmon alternate art. I want to give some love to the yellow hybrid decks out here. $35, $40 for Rapidmon alternate art. Rapidmon really made a yellow hybrid deck become meta overnight. People saw the ability of Rapidmon and said, okay, so spend 1 and then up to 3 gets -5k. Bruh, that's insane. Yes, it's insane. Though you don't play Terriermon in the Rapidmon decks, in the yellow hybrid decks, it's one of the things to where you don't care if you pay 4 memory. If you can reduce and possibly delete Digimon with 5k or less, that's all that really matters. Susana alternate art. It seems to be stabilizing at about 40 for near mint. This is just, again, a nod to yellow hybrid. Yellow hybrid really is making Susana try to shine as much as possible. We saw, with the banning of MDF, which is Mega Digimon Fusion, we saw the banning of that just really hurt this card. And when I say hurt, I believe this is a couple of dollars above its pre-sale market value. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been 30, but I think it was 35. But either way it goes, with MDF being banned, this thing took a hit. Yellow Hybrid's giving it some love. Purge Fire Mode alternate art is sitting at about $26, $27. I did see a couple of deck lists actually play Fire Mode as well as Dragon Mode. It can count for another Mega, but you can also Digivolve on top of, your Jorgus, not Jorgus, but your dual color Imperialmon after it's being used up. and then you're able to, get the ability to, suspend opponent Digimon, and then, being, yeah, so basically, when attack once per turn, if you have a blue card in evolution sources, unsuspend one of your Digimon, it includes itself. And then if it has green, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So it's one of those things to where you can take a Imperial Dramon and basically make it have +1 security attack. So paying for 2 memory, yeah. Also, when you Digivolve, you can pretty much bounce anything that's 10k or lower, which is all level 5 or lowers. I don't think there's any level 6s outside of Bancho Stingmon that's under 10k. But so it gives Dragon Mode some armor behind it, pretty much. So Upamon, the boy Upamon from the box toppers of the first anniversaries. This card is sitting at 25. Yeah, $25. It's, in my opinion, is probably the best blue Digi-Egg you can have. Some people will debate one of the Demi V-Mons. Some people debate, Nylamon, I want to say. It's like a little furry cat fox looking Digitama. But I still think Upamon is going to be probably one of the more expensive Digi-Eggs outside of, the, regional topping, original entries, or anything to that point, to that extent. So definitely watch out for this. This might, honestly, I think this is not a bad pickup. Blue's going to be around forever. Honestly, if you can get these for 20s, I say go ahead and do so. Be honest with you. Regular Upamons are sitting at 15s, 16s, so paying $4 extra for $4 or $5 extra for this. So, because this is going to hold its value way more than the other Upamon will. I don't see why not. Nokia Full Art is sitting at $23. She has 3 things going for her. 3 things. I'm going to just tell you this off the bat. 3 things. Number 1, she is a 3-cost tamer. If you do not know how valuable a 3-cost tamer is, imagine you having a memory tamer and then top decking a 4-cost tamer. You're going to end your turn. Playing this, you still have your turn active. That's a great thing right there. Number 2, she is a direct support to Agamon and Gabumon decks. So if you're playing a tribal Agamon deck, a tribal Gabumon deck, like we have War Greymon X anybody, and Metal Garurumon X anybody coming out, which there's a card on here that I have to show you from the Metal Garurumon decks. You might want to be cautious of this one. But she just gives them direct support. And then on just that other caveat, because that's an on play. So when you're digivolving a Garurumon, Omnimon, or Greymon, you just suspend this and reduce the digivolution cost by 1. Black War Greymon have been playing 3 of her, because you can tap 2 or 3 of these to make your Black War Greymon cost 1 to digivolve. Same thing with the Metal Greymon, or making the Greymon free, or be able to play one of your Agumons and be able to, get a search off of it, and then go into the Greymon for 1. Or if it's the Greymon that digivolves for 1 on top of an Agumon, you suspend it. Guess what? It's now free. Then being able to go into the Metal Greymon for 4, putting your opponent to possibly 3 if you do your memory. If you do, mitigate your memory correctly. Very, very good. Third caveat to her, she has waifu tax, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what waifu tax is, I'm going to tell you one more time. Waifu tats is when they show pretty women on cards and seductive poses or outfits to garner the attention of the weebs, garner the attention of the nerds, the geeks, the dorks. It is set sales. That's just how it is. That's in business no matter what. If you're in the entertainment business, including gaming, guess what? Set sales. Nokia, if Nokia had, Takato on it, it had the same abilities. Takato would not be as high as this. Takato probably be like 15, 16 bucks. But because this is a pretty little girl on here, or I said little girl, but pretty woman on here, waifu tats. That's how it is for every TCG. Get used to it. Get used to it. Be All-Star Month is the perfect example. I've already said it many, many times. Davis. The boy Davis is... Davis ain't going nowhere, y'all. Like, Davis is at 20. I did hear a rumor that Davis has an alternate art that's potentially rumored to come out, but we don't know exactly when. We don't know if he's going to come out in the Jesmon. What's the other one? Jesmon and Ragnarlormon decks. We don't know if that's going to be when they release that Davis. But there is a big rumor of a alt art Davis hitting the horizon. But we don't know if it's going to be this year or next year. We don't know. We just know that there is another Davis coming. We just don't know when. So be cautious. This Davis actually might keep his value because it's from 1.5, which if you've seen the prices of 1.0, 1.5 when it comes to cases, is dumb. Is dumb. Straight up dumb. Ancient Greymon sitting at $20. Now, I'm going to say this. I've been a big advocate of tribal Greymon decks. And I'm going to say this. I do not see this card not being abused when War Greymon X comes out. Because all you have to do is throw in 2 or 3 Goonimons, 2 or 3 of these, and now you have your hard-hitting Digimon that's going to check multiple securities. Just something to keep in mind. If we don't find a more optimal way to play War Greymon X down the line, this is probably going to be one of the ways. Just saying. Just saying. Livemod has seen a dramatic decrease even after winning the UK regionals. Or say winning a UK regional. Now, this one, now I believe the boy Wasi Plays was one of the commentators on this regional. So, a lot of people are saying that, and this is through the grapevine. This ain't people at my locals, okay? The people at my locals, they're pretty high-end, meta, like to play around sometimes with fun decks kind of people. You know, they're not sweats by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, but they know the meta. They know how it works. You know, they know which decks can garner attention. They want to mess around, test with. Simple as that. You know, typical local stuff. I was actually DM'd by subscribing on the channel. Believe it or not. Found my Facebook. Interesting. I usually don't answer those, but interesting. So, he asked my opinion on Livemod. And my opinion was simple, like I said, on, I believe it was like either the last Market Watch or the one before. A lot of people will always underestimate Livemod. Why is that? Well, because purple is a very complex color to play. It's not really straightforward, and it has many, many different avenues of which you can take a deck that is primarily purple based and do so many things with it. And Livemon is always one of those Digimon in purple that you can always come back to, take to a local, and potentially win it. It's very complex, very complicated and complex. And this is coming from a purple player. I play purple religiously. Like, I play purple religiously. I will play Dex Dual Goromon when they come out. I will be playing purple for the foreseeable future. Yes, Omnimon, yeah. And yes, Alphamon, yeah. I get it. Alphamon, I built it out of nostalgia. I am a purple player at heart. I will always have fun decks. I dip into blue. I dip into green. Dip into black. Maybe dabble into a little bit of yellow, which I do have a deck profile on that purple yellow Lord Nightmon. That'll be coming real soon. So I mess around with some decks here, some decks there. But I am literally a purple player at heart and would stay a purple player. To me, it's not complex. To the normal, typical person, purple is highly complex. Because purple, you have to build your deck specifically tailored towards you. If you take somebody, and many people at my local have 100% learned this the hard way. When Live Loop was a thing, people would try and Live Loop left and right. But at the end of it all, only 2 of us stood on Live Loop after Live Loop went bye-bye. Because purple was one of them things to where you had to try and experience it for yourself in order to realize how complex the lines are. And when people found out, they're like, no, I'm going back to green. No, I'm going to go back to yellow. Now I'm going to head over to blue. Now I'm going to stay in black. It's not for everybody. This card would be meta at best, rogue at worst. Simple. That's all. If you think Livemod, remember that. Meta at best, rogue at worst. Because this card can come out of nowhere and loop you for game, and you won't even know what happened. Simple. By the way, this is a very good price to go ahead and pick a Livemod. Just saying. Dearborn has hit an all-time low. Man, they got to give the boys some love. $14 for the Digimon Card Fest ones. If you haven't gotten your Dearborn, pick these up. Because they're promos. Promos always seem to spike when decent support come out. And I'll show you what I mean in a second when we come across this Garurumon card. But they need to give this deck a tamer. And here's my idea. I have drawn up and written up my own TCG. It took me 2 weeks solid straight through. So, rules and everything. I know how this works. They need to give this card, or this archetype, a tamer. 3 costs. Black tamer. Or it could be white. Don't care. But the tamer needs to say this. On play, you may look at the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 Dearborn and or 1 unidentified Digimon amongst them. Trash the rest of them. Then it should say during your turn, if you have 2 or more Dearborn out in play, including the tokens, you may digivolve this Digimon into a Digimon named Dearborn for a cost of 4. That's how you fix this archetype. You can't do anything else. That's how you fix this archetype. This archetype is slow. It relies on too many Dearborns to be out. It's a very grindy deck that doesn't have grind mechanics to it, really, because all the mechanics that benefits this deck are sitting on megas. Not, oh, I got a couple of rookies that'll spawn me a token. Not, I got a couple of ultimates that'll spawn me a token when I do on. No. All the +1 security can't be deleted by card effects. It's on Agamon. I mean, not Megamon, but Armageddonmon. Give all Dearborn blocker. Like, all those on megas. This deck needs better support. And it needs borderline busted support for this to actually get any kind of good attention. Hellscythe. Pre-release. Sitting at $12. Yeah, that's about right. This card is pretty dang good. Being able to potentially delete, being able to pretty much delete a level 4 or lower and then bring a Digimon back from the trash for 6. Oh my God, it's too good. It's just too good. It's just too good. Gilmon promo sitting at sitting at 12 to 14. Here's my alert. This is the card to look out for. This card right here is to look out for. Galletmon is coming out. Next set. EXO2. If Galletmon gets really good, like meta impactful, which a lot of us think it will, a lot of us would think it'd be like Armor Rush, Imperialmon, Mastermon. We think that Yellow Hybrid will actually incorporate a lot of the Randomon stuff. Get the plugins coming out. Beelzemon. Like, it's going to get way more diverse. It's going to jockey for position. If Galletmon becomes as strong as we think it's going to be, which means it'll be top 5 decks, period, in the format. It's going to be top 5. Watch this card go up to $20 easily. Watch this card go up to $20 easily. It's already a promo. Already hard to find. I believe I traded mine to our boy Irving. So I don't think I have any more of these. But just be cautious of this Gilmon. Because the when attacking draw card, remember, we have Thomas that's like, oh yeah, draw a card. If you do this, we draw another card. So basically, you go attack, draw, draw. Oh, if it's a Gilmon or a Growlmon in his name, draw a card. So you attack and you draw 2 off of this. I'll take a pot of greed all day, every day. I drew for a Digivolution, so why not? Rapidmon, regular art, sitting at $10. 11. This card isn't. I mean, Armor Purge is such a good mechanic. I don't think it's going to really die out. I think a lot of people you saw playing Rookie Rush will automatically pick this up, and this to be one of those rogue decks that everybody's just going to sit on. And I know this doesn't go into Armor Purge, but if they make a green yellow Rapidmon, another one that's like the original Rapidmon, and they make it just like this, and you can play a Terrier, like Vmon Armor Rush is a thing. And so you can make a Terriermon Armor Rush. They can make a Hawkmon Armor. Like, they could do different things for the Digimon that does Digivolve into Armor Digimon. they can make this whole entire, like, they can go different routes with this instead of like, oh yeah, we're done. Like, they can go different route with it. I know we got more armor purge cards in the future, but not as good as these. I don't know how long Yellow Hybrid is going to sustain, because the more aggressive a format gets, the better decks like Yellow Hybrid and All-Star Control gets. If it's more of a slower, build it up type of play style, type of meta, we might see these cards kind of fall to the wayside. Just because like it's not a great meta call, but hey, Rapidmon's a thing. Don't sleep on the boy. So Black Memory Boost is sitting at about $10 right now. It is now the second memory boost to go over $10. I believe the purple one was over 10. I think the purple one's 12. So these memory boosts are getting expensive. You better hope you got yours, especially if you want this art, this little cutesy art over here. I know I got my 3. I got my 3 of these, 3 of the purple, 2 of the yellow, and 2 of the blues. I believe, yeah, that was all. That was out of my case. That's where I got them from. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. So Davis and Ken box toppers is $10. That's not bad. That's not a bad price, to be honest with you. Because blue-green would never go away. And Purge, as long as Purge has Jorgus, it would never go away. It would never go away. Period. And on top of that, this can be played in any blue or green deck. So combine this with with a Davis. So in any green deck, you can play Davis, because Davis gives you a blue and or green Digimon. And then you play the Davis and Ken. And then every time you have a green Digimon, you are guaranteed to go to 4 instead of 3. And we all know how one memory can make or break a game. We all know how that is. Just like 1000 DP can be very, 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 very detrimental to you or very beneficial to you. Same thing with one memory. This is not bad. I wouldn't mind picking these up at 9/10s. Not at all. But not mine at all. Ancient Gurumon. All the mighty has fallen. These bad boys was 50. They were 50. Same thing with the Ancient Greymon. If there's not a solid, build that's very efficient when it comes to Metal Gurumon X anybody, or even just having, needing a secondary attacker in the Metal Gurumon X antibody deck, perfect one right here. Because when they attach, you can unsuspend all Gurumons, so you can take away everything else. You can Goodymon on up. You can then go ahead and Digivolve right on top of this for 1. Draw a card, swing, unsuspend all your Gurumons, and then guess what? That includes him. Then you'll be able to check it all over again. Not bad. This is actually a good pickup for 10s. A good pickup. I might actually pick me up a couple of these myself. This was the card I was telling y'all about. Gurumon promo is getting so much hype because of Metal Gurumon X coming out. Because of the Gurumon decks. I mean, it's so good that it literally just says, yo, if it's a Gurumon on top of this, draw a card. That's it. Gurumon as a deck wants 8 or more cards in hand. That's what Gurumon Metal Gurumon is one of my top 3 favorite Digimon. Period. I like Machine Dramon, Alphamon, Metal Gurumon. Top 3 favorite Digimon. Period. All the time. So, and it's not bad at all. Sure, the DP is low, but it's a 4 cost to play level 4. I mean, if you're a purple player like myself, you've hard dropped scatter modes turn 1 just to ensure you get a value the next turn. Yes. Hard dropping for 4 nowadays, especially with all the memory boosts, especially with all the memory tamers, especially with all the memory gaining tamers like Kenan Davis, like Cody, like Yoli, like all those Digimon, like all those tamers, Digimon tamers. 4 memory is not hard to achieve whatsoever. It's almost like when we had 3 memory, that was your goal to always make sure you had 3 memory. Now it's 4 or even 5. So this card is good. This card is spiked in price. You see right here, there's a few here at 13, and then it's just purely 15s, 17s. This card is going to be the card to spike in price because you play this, you play the Gurumon X anybody on top of this, giving you 2 level 4s. Then if you ever Digivolve up and swing, you get to draw no matter what. And if you have to make sure you don't die, you then get rid of the 2. Amazing. It's freaking amazing. It actually is that good. And we can go ahead to the promotional cards. And then we can just take a quick look at all the promo cards. Like, let's go ahead and see. You see the memory boost here creeping at 10. These memory boosts are no joke. They're starting to go up in price. And you see Livemod at $2. The Gilmon here is at $3. Like, you're just seeing there's no other real blue card that's going to sit there and garner that kind of just hype behind it. Even though most of the promo cards are even under $2. Be wary of that card. That card might get expensive. It might be another $20 card. Another card for you to look out for and actually pick up. Promo Gran Kawagamons. Why? Grandis Kawagamon got announced in BT9. That deck can be scary. You thought Green OTK or Green Aggro was pretty harsh when it was at the top of the, doll pile. Grandis Kawagamon can check you for 3, 4, 5 security checks. Yes. That is not hyperbole. It can literally do that. And with all the Digisorption stuff that it has, just know it's going to be turbo. Grandis Kawagamon is going to be turbo. So just something for you to look out for. Agamon, another promo card. People's liking it. Delete your opponent's level 3 or less. If you Nokia play this, you pop a rookie. Value. Straight value. Just straight value. Because a lot of Digimon nowadays that we're playing, like the Vmons on play that give you, either free Digimon or dual colors. A lot of rookies that we play nowadays are like 1K, 2K, 3K. We don't really play 4K rookies anymore. This kills most of them. This kills most of the rookies. So something a lot of people have been looking at. You see right here, jeez Louise. You see right here, it's only 3 listings on there. Somebody at 5, somebody at 9, somebody at 1. This card is going fast. And this was out of the, I believe it was the 0. Yeah, I believe it was the promo 0. The, you get like this, the Gatomon, the Biomon, the Gomamon we just saw that strips, Digivolution sources. It came out of that whole little set. So set 0. Yeah, actually, it's actually called set 0. So be wary of that card right there. Creepymon. Now it's your time to invest into Creepymons. You want to pick them up. It's a secret. It's a secret. Remember, it's a secret. It's a secret. It could have done it so much better, but what can you do? What can you say, man? What can you do? What can I say? I already ranted about it. $7 for the secret. I would pick. I have 3. I'll probably just go ahead and pick up my 4th one for a playset. Probably try to garner a deck off of this. Maybe this would be good in Agamon. Being able to, do a control trashing, just like how you would do Miss Memory Boost. But they're gonna play Miss Memory Boost and Agamon. Don't worry about that. But then being able to and then be able to bring out level 5. So if you do have Agamon in hand, you can bring back a level 5 and just go like, yeah, here you go. I think that's, yeah, you'll be able to bring back something like a Lucimon. You'll be able to bring back something like Black Growlmon. You'll be able to bring back something like, a Lady Devilmon, whichever Lady Devilmon that you want to play. Like, just so many different options that you can have. Yeah, good investment. It'd be actually a very good investment. You get them now. We are finally at the last tab. I'm gonna make this pretty quick. Somebody wanted to know, hey, what do you think? What set is going to be a pretty valuable set in the future that I want to invest into? If it wasn't for 1.0 cases being $1,600, 1.0 cases being $2,000, 1.5 cases being $1,500. So you're talking about $2,000 for 1.0 boxes, which is $200, which is about $180 to $200 a piece. And then 1.5, you're talking about $150 to $160 a piece. To be honest with you, I think Great Legend is probably the better investment if you want to invest into like holding a case. And the reason why I say this is there's a lot of cards up in here that is good, and I don't think they're gonna get power crept anytime really soon. First of all, you have the Lucimon up in here. Lucimon art, you have the ancient Greymon, the ancient Garurumons I all talked about. Hybrids can always be put into and splashed into any deck that is of that color. You can play, down the line, we have a, red green Tyrannomon deck. You can splash, hybrids up in there. Hybrids would never go away as long as you have a tamer. And then we're gonna be super tamer heavy in BT9, BT10, because at BT10, all that cross stuff that's going on, all the save mechanic, like they're gonna be building 3, 4, 5 tamers in the back. Why would you not? And then Digivolve on top of that and get all those abilities? Why would you not? Hybrids will be a thing. Lucimon, always gonna be a good card. The biggest level 3 beat stick that we have. The ancient Greymons are up in here. The arts are amazing. This is when they really start putting really, really good thought into the artwork. Nidhoggmon is actually a very good green Digimon. You got Marcus's up in here. You have Rise Greymon support up in here. Just great stuff that you can hold on to. And then when somebody's like, oh my god, this deck is meta, you're like, well, I have an entire case of that stuff just sitting there. Anubismon, my boy Anubismon, I will make a deck work for you soon, buddy. Just hang in there. I have an idea for you. Just like this set right here. A lot of people are like, well, it's very top heavy. most Digimon sets are top heavy. But if you can't get to hands on 1.0 or 1.5, literally the very next set is probably the best set for you to go after. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what about Battle of Omni? You know, all of the Omnimons up in there. Yeah, Battle of Omni. Do I really have to spell it out for you? Okay. Now, let's look at Battle of Omni, right? And I'm going to tell you straight up like this. Battle of Omni was the first time Bandai released their mass allegation correctly. This was the first time that this set or any Digimon set was pushed out with dang near full allegation. Battle of Omni. I think the first wave they pushed out, I think about 80% of all the product they ever had allocated, ever made for Battle of Omni was pushed out the first wave. And then the second wave came, I think, 2 weeks later, or 3 weeks later. So there was no time period for you to price gouge with Battle of Omni because people just waited a week and got the stuff. So Battle of Omni, yeah, you can say it's top heavy. The Zord defeats are up in here. But yeah, all the Omnimons up in here, all the nostalgia stuff. 100%, definitely all the nostalgia stuff. All the Omnimons, But if you want something that you're going to invest into, and to be honest with you, it's funny because did not know that Lord Nightmon was actually BT5. I thought it was BT4, to be honest with you. I thought it was Lord Nightmon or Green OTK, but I'm guessing I'm off by a little bit. Because it is Lord Nightmon felt so oppressive at the time. It was like either you're playing Lord Nightmon or Green OTK. You're not really playing anything else. So if you really want to invest into something for like nostalgia purposes, when it comes to 5-10 years down the line, sure. Pick you up, some boxes of the Battle of Omni and hold on to them. But if you're investing into the game and want to hold something and knowing that stuff might go up, the safest bet would be Great Legend because of the hybrid stuff in Great Legend. Imagine getting high rarity hybrid stuff in the Great Legend because they're secrets. The ancients are secrets. Getting those alternate art are not an easy task whatsoever. But think about that. Getting them alternate arts are not an easy task whatsoever. I, in fact, did buy a case. And my secrets were 2 Ancient Greymons, no alternate art, 4 Ancient Garurumons, 2 alternate arts, 4 oh my goodness, I'm spacing his name. 4 Lucimons, 2 alternate arts, and then 2 other secrets. 2 other secrets I can't remember. Were there even secrets up in there? There might not have been secrets up in there. It might have actually just been alternate arts. So just being able to go ahead and get those secret alternate arts is going to be a task in itself. Just to let you know. So if you want to hold something for, future purposes, like the Ghost Omnimon that I was telling you about, hold it. It's a collectible thing. If you want to use it for collectible purposes, this is the set right here, Battle of Omni. People's going to love Omnimon for 10, 20, 30 years down the line. If you want to hold it to try to make it a great investment for the game, hybrids are a safe bet. Dual colors are already made super duper accessible. A lot of them will not hold their value whatsoever. But hybrids are the one to go after if you don't want to break the bank with 1.0 or 1.5. Now, with that being said, oh guys, a 50-minute video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If there's any cards you want me to keep on my radar for the next week or two, throw into the market watch, let me know in the comment section below. I look at these comments at least 2 or 3 times throughout the week. But with that being said, I'm your boy Dante, and this has been another Digimon Market Watch. I'm tired. I'm getting up out of here. Peace.